Hey everybody, it's Sadie from Hip in Detroit. I'm hanging outside the old Miami with my new friend Aren, owner and creator of Vile.
Owner and operator, yep.
Owner and operator of Vile Company. A few months ago, you guys did a video with Wilson, correct?
We actually did it last fall, but you know,
Okay.
it's been around for a second. It was our
It had to
lookbook
be
video.
edited and all that stuff.
It was our lookbook video for last fall, so it actually was released Halloween last year.
Okay.
But yeah, we did the music video. We were part of the music video, so we've actually done a couple projects with Wilson.
Okay, so you guys dressed all them for the
Oh
shoot?
yeah, we just had Vile Company all over the college gangbang video.
Okay.
And Wilson was inside of our lookbook video from last fall. So we did this real quick lifestyle shoot where we were riding bikes in Detroit, and like we were at a venue here in Detroit that was like a kind of a punk rock warehouse kind of a thing, and they put on a show, and we just had a bunch of like, you know, video shots of them playing I think Susan Jane, their song Susan Jane.
Yes,
in it.
yeah, it was.
So yeah, we've been working with Wilson for about a year now. So,
Right, because
yep.
definitely your brand is a lifestyle brand,
Yep.
and it definitely fits well with what Wilson is trying
yeah.
to sell, their brand of fuckery, if you will.
Yeah.
So I started following you on Instagram, and I fell in love with a beautiful girl. I believe you told me her name is Cindy.
That's right.
Yes, and it really intrigued me because not only do I like the merchandise that you're putting out, but I like the way that the company is selling itself. I look forward to the posts every night
Thank you.
that tell me that I should keep it vile.
That's right.
Where do you get the pictures that you put up?
I used to be pretty big on Tumblr for a while, and I've got some friends that are in some real fucked up shit, and like those are the filtered out ones that I have to
Okay.
find. So I basically I just keep a lookout for like good shit. Then
Okay,
I'm
so
like,
an example is I saw a picture of the family from Roseanne with ICP makeup
yeah,
on.
that was actually pretty awesome because that was a random find on Instagram that day, an hour before I posted it. And Jeff Tuttle from Old Gods, his wife, had posted it on her
okay.
Instagram, and I was
Tiffany.
like, I am shamelessly stealing this one.
That's
so I
awesome.
tagged her on it and all that stuff too, but I was like, this is the greatest thing I have ever seen.
Yeah, I enjoy
Yeah.
those. I think it's a good way to,
Yeah.
you know, sell the company.
Oh, totally, yeah.
So what is the idea behind Vile?
Vile is a lifestyle clothing company that's associated with like basically bikes, skateboards, motorcycles, metal, partying, just anything that's just fucking rad. Like, you know, that's the kind of lifestyle we're associated with. The main basic premise is, what's up, dude? Doing all right. The main basic premise is I just want to make rad clothes for my friends that they would like, and they're my inspiration, the demographic, like everything, and like it's had a really solid response.
Yeah,
So.
and I think you must know somebody in We Came as Romans.
Oh yeah, we're good friends with the Weekend.
Yeah, because you guys do a
yeah.
lot of outfitting for them, because I saw pictures on their tour of them on stage and stuff.
Yep, they were repping us on Warped Tour this past summer, and when they were over in Europe last year, they had back patches they were repping on there.
Okay, I do like the back patches.
Yeah.
I like the whole idea of the vest and
Thank
stuff.
you. Yeah.
So you print the patches?
Yeah, we have a company that we work through that we print all the patches through. They're just a good friend of mine's company, and we were doing everything through AdVision, and they're the ones that are responsible for all our product up to this past run.
Okay.
And super good dudes, great setup, great quality, and it's just paying it back into the economy. So, you know, just pushing around. They've got work, we give them work, you know, stuff like that. So.
Do you use any sort of shirt when you're printing on them? Any sort of brand?
We have just this run that we started this past week graduated up to American Apparel.
Okay.
Before that, we were doing Gildan soft cloth. Pricing wise and stuff like that, it was perfect for what we were looking for. Our whole philosophy on things is we do limited size runs. So with the limited size runs, it's basically like get it while you can.
Okay.
And on top of that, we're not spending too much money and having a bunch of dead stock. But then we come with problems like we were doing the festival circuit this past spring, and we were selling out of everything. And it was just like, oh man, we need new designs because we weren't planning on reprinting this.
Okay.
So we just want to continue, like, you know, new product. So
we're doing shirts, hats.
shirts, hats, patches, and eventually we're going to be getting into doing skateboard decks and bicycle messenger hats, jerseys, like, you know, just anything that we think their friends would want to rep Vile with, we do. So
Okay.
so it's pretty cool. We actually started off as a like a renewal company. So the whole entire point was we were just my house, just my close roommates. We were going to just thrift rad stuff that we think our friends would dig because we were always going out thrifting and finding stuff. It's like, well, I already have that, you know. So it's like, wait, someone else could totally rock this too. So we were it's hilarious, but it was literally supposed to be an Etsy in the first place.
Okay.
We were just gonna like, no big deal, just chill out, sell stuff on Etsy, and just like rad finds, just like, you know, windbreakers, interesting T-shirts, like just awesome stuff that, just like, you know, for bike community stuff. That's really important. But
I always think of my one friend who wore a Hatebreed windbreaker for way too long, and I just think about it all the time. It's awesome.
So good. But yeah, just like, we're gonna basically find awesome stuff and revamp them in a way that we could sell it out. So like, you know, denim jackets, now denim vests, put a patch on it, sell it, you know, so on and so forth. But the funny part is, we wanted to be those guys on Etsy that acted like they were bigger than Etsy, kind of a thing. As silly as it sounds, we had planned a lookbook video shoot, professional photo shoots, and everything for that. And most Etsy, there are a couple of our friends who runs very successful Etsys where they go and they model it, you know, on themselves, or, you know, maybe a friend or two, and everything's fine. But we wanted to get like all of our friends in it and have like party scene shots. And,
okay.
I used to be
kind of what you guys are doing.
Yeah, well, I used to be a creative director for this company called Chi Chi and the Greek, and it was like, they were awesome company. Kelly Johnson's the one that runs it. Love her to death. I used to run their men's line on that, and she, with everything, the way the work was going and stuff, it wasn't as much time to do stuff, and I was like, you know what, there's all these ideas I want to do, but to be able to translate it in her company wouldn't have worked. Easy. So all the stuff I'm doing at Vinyl Company is stuff I always want to do that.
So are you doing all the graphics?
Yeah, all the as far as the designs for the shirts, I have friends that are artists that are doing that. But as far as the web design stuff, as far as like the photography, like that's all me. Any of the
you do all the photography.
Yeah.
So you took all the pictures of the pretty girls.
Yeah.
You came up with the picture of the girl in the cart with the
girl.
She's in a shopping cart.
Oh no. That's that was one of the Tumblr finds. So that's actually for another company.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it's kind of funny. Cindy, we did a photo shoot with a ski mask about a week or two ago, and she just keeps joking. She's like, "I know you've got a fetish for ski masks." And I was just like, "Yeah, I do."
Do you print on ski masks?
We are going to be doing that this upcoming fall. I wanted to do them last year, and I had too much negative feedback from members saying that it was too synonymous of like gang culture and like robbing and stuff, and it's like, I don't want to be part of that. And I'm just like,
yeah.
You know, I felt it in the inside, and I was like, you know what, I'll respect the decisions, and ended up like backing out on it, and I totally regret it. I completely regret it.
Well,
because
there's always tomorrow.
Then you've got, I mean, we will this fall, and I'm definitely going for it. It ended up being a case where creative differences and lack of money and stuff like that, old partners are no longer partners, and they backed out. So with me, it's like I can do whatever I want, kind of a thing. So I'm the main creative director and art design and everything.
Do you have any other bands that you're working with right now?
There's a lot, actually, but the main ones that have been repping us, the Chariot, we came as Romans, Wilson, Endeavors, Desirable People, Wayne Selinsky. There's just a bunch of like really good bands that repping us. Josh Hanford's on tour right now. Actually, I don't think you know Josh from Detroit Exposure. He's on tour right now with these dudes. Can't think of the name of their bands, but they're repping Vinyl Company on this whole tour. They just played like Lollapalooza, doing stuff, and he got some patches like a week ago. He's like, yeah, dude, we're leaving for tour tomorrow. I was like, all right, dude, have fun sewing these on.
And when you do the festivals, do you do the booth by yourself?
No, I have like. Vinyl Company is just basically, it started off as just a bunch of dudes, whatever, and it's still just a bunch of dudes, you know, kind of a thing. Like, somebody has to be, like, the head that, like, keeps things rolling, and, like, I'm the only financial investor, so, like, I wanted that in a way, because when we were doing stuff with the partners in the past, it became too much of a conflict, and then now it's like, you know what, you guys don't have to worry about it, it's straight, because I'm afraid if, like, if the company ends up dying, like, they lose out on all that money, and I don't want to have that awkward conversation. So there's friends that input in other ways. So like my buddy Chris, he's like one of my best friends for like 10 years, and he helps me on the festivals and stuff like that. He sells, and he's running. We're doing cassette tapes soon. We're gonna be doing. It's just basically like our favorite band compilations, and we're gonna be selling them.
And who's gonna be able to play these cassette tapes? Do people still own cassette players?
People still do.
They do.
There's actually a big circuit for that right now.
Is there? Oh man, I got gold mining tapes at my house. My mom just gave me the tape box. Remember, you'd always have a tape box in the back seat of your car?
Yeah.
There were some good ones in there. I had the first Dookie.
Oh.
Some of my first tapes.
Yeah.
I was very excited.
Those are gold.
Which my father actually took that first Green Day tape and crossed off all the songs I wasn't allowed to listen to.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it was really cool to reopen it and realize I wasn't allowed to listen to any of that record, apparently.
Yeah.
It's all bad music for bad kids.
I had that on the CD, and my older brother set it on fire. Oof. Yeah.
So you said that you had some line coming out soon, or some new merchandise coming out soon.
We've got a bunch of new stuff that's rolling out.
What kind of things can we expect?
We just started doing our first line of women's clothes.
Yeah. Sadie's interested. Are those going to be on American Apparel shirts?
They're on American Apparel.
Are you going to put them on low-cut American Apparel shirts?
A lot of our designs are customizable. That's kind of why we look at it. I have a lot of solid friends all over the place who are in the fashion world and stuff, and I love seeing what they do with it. So I'm
always looking for a good low-cut T-shirt.
Okay.
Because I like to show off the girls and look relaxed and casual.
Okay. I'm gonna see what we can do for that. But we actually got a lot of heat in the first place when it came to Vile, because the urban renewal aspect of it was there were a lot of our friends that were just like, dude, you dress so well, how do I do that? And I was like, are you kidding me? It's not hard, kind of a thing. For me, it's no big deal, and all my friends dress this too, but it was one of those things I would have my girlfriends, whatever, will all be like, I need to dress my boyfriend, and I'm just like, that's really awkward. But we decided when we first started doing it, is we're kind of paying it back and being like, look, this is just no-brainer stuff, kind of a deal, and it was designed specifically for men because more often than not, they need more help, kind of a thing. So we figured if anything, we'd have a popular shop in that way. And then when it eventually, it turned out being one of those things where we were all going to the parties, hanging out with our friends, and we did the lookbook video shoots, we all the back patches, and people loved the design so much that it was like, we need to try doing some t-shirts. Let's just try doing some t-shirts. And then those ended up selling better than the renewal. So that's why we're a t-shirt company now. But ever since the beginning, we've gotten a lot of slack for the fact that we don't what, guys only, all these haters just straight up just being like, what's up with this, why are you being sexist? And it's like, no, this is it. Girls have so many companies,
right?
So many of them, it's oversaturated.
Yes. And
it's kind of come down to the point where it's unavoidable because they make up 2/3 of our people who buy. And so
not only are they purchasing for themselves, but they may be the ones purchasing for guys.
Oh yeah, totally, exactly. So that just keeps happening over and over again, and it's not a bad problem to have.
So here's the big question.
Yeah.
Who's your style icon?
Oh shoot. Style icon?
Yes. Who are the people that inspire you?
The Outsiders.
The Outsiders. Ooh, Little Pony
Outsiders. Boy? Oh yeah. The Outsiders, the Warriors.
Okay.
Pretty much anybody post-apocalypse shit.
Okay.
That's the stuff that I love. David Bowie.
Good choice.
Mick Jagger.
So kind of just that rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah, I love the ability to wear so many random things and pull it off. That's my favorite thing, I think, is whenever it's my girlfriend was actually talking about a friend earlier today about how he plays in some band, and I guess he asked her today if I could help style him, and I was just like, oh man, I hate doing that because it's yeah, I can help style him, but it's one of those things if he doesn't have it all there, he's not gonna look like he can pull it off. You gotta be able to pull off the whole look. It's a full thing, and it's I love those people that can just pull off anything. You know, it's just well, on me that would look stupid, but and there's plenty that would look stupid on me that I couldn't pull off, but it's kind of funny.
You're not the khakis and a golf shirt kind of guy?
No, not so much. Not so much.
I think that would look quite silly.
Yeah, it doesn't work as well. It always kind of looks a little off. When I dress for weddings and stuff, I'll do suspenders and button-ups and stuff, and I'll look legit for whatever it is, but I mean, I used to style for Urban and all that, whatever, so I know how to...
So he knows what he's talking about.
I know what I'm talking about as far as stuff goes. And being a creative director for when I was with Chi-Chi and the Greek, I was styling all the men's shoots and assisting when the girls' ones, because I could do both. It's just, for Vile Company being a men's line in the first place, it was specifically, I just know guys' clothes so much better, and, girls' clothes can get really complicated. So So
Well, different areas that you have to accentuate and
well,
not
yeah, and
accentuate
it's
here.
just like they're like, for instance, we just released a crop top, whatever, for American Apparel crop top, and then there's a lot of girls just like, well, I can't wear that. And it's just like, I know, like.
But they're
get
really in
that.
style right now. It's the right
Yeah,
direction
it's
to
like,
go.
I get that, and like, you know, we have stuff.
Everybody
that you can
wants to
wear
be
too.
included. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
you should be complimented because everybody wants to get in on
Oh,
the party.
totally. I love
Essentially.
it. I love it. It's just a bummer because I have this natural desire to want to please everybody, but I know I can't. So you know, it's just.
And you're vile. You should say, "Fuck it. I'm gonna do whatever I want."
I have this. I have this thing when it comes down to my friends, where I have like a really strong attachment to all my friends. If you're my friend, you're my friend, kind of a thing. Like, you know, I'm all about, like, that's one of the things with Vinyl Company. Vinyl Company's all about street families. So like when I was living in Kansas City, like I had a solid group of friends that like we didn't have our family members around. We didn't have anybody to like, you know, we had our Thanksgiving dinner together. We had our Christmas dinner together because we couldn't all go home. And we, you know, we rode together, we fucking ate together, we drank together, we did everything together. And it's like, that's the stuff that I like, you know. There's,
I feel that's like how
Yeah.
music is as a whole. We kind of work as a community that
Totally.
kind of lives off to the side.
yeah, I think it's just really important because there are a lot of people that like are scared to like jump into like certain cliques and stuff and like get out there, and then, you know, with every, like, it can get really lonely living in the city when you don't know anyone, kind of a deal. But that's what's beautiful about like music, bikes, and like skateboarding and stuff. Someone sees you have something in common. All right, you can hang with us, and then all of a sudden you got a family, and like that's the stuff I love. So.
And you recently moved from Ferndale into the city.
Yep, into the city.
Are you happy with your move?
I'm very happy with the move. Yeah.
Any certain restaurants, bars, anything you would want to recommend?
Oh, I mean, as far as stuff goes, I go to a lot of the regulars, but I'm at the Bronx a lot because it's right next to my apartment.
Okay, close
So,
walking distance, very important.
Yeah, walking distance is very important, but there's a lot of good restaurants around. So.
Yeah, there's a lot popping up.
Oh yeah.
All right, very important question. I feel like a lot of our people might be interested.
Yeah.
What's the trick to a good mustache?
Oh. A lot of patience. Like as far as stuff goes, it just depends on what you want. It's having clear vision. 'Cause,
Vision is
yeah,
part of a mustache.
A clear vision.
How long have we been growing our current mustache?
I trimmed down to this mustache in May.
Okay.
So.
Did we have a full-grown beard before
had a
that?
full-grown beard before.
Okay.
So
How long
it
was our beard?
It was about that.
All right. So maybe
yeah.
this is how we all clean it up, guys.
This
I'm
is,
just putting it out there. The
this is
beards
the-
might be done.
This is the summer look.
The summer look.
The summer look. So I did it last year, and then I liked it a lot, and I grew out my beard again in the fall. I met my girlfriend whenever I had the mustache, and she's just like, "So when's the mustache coming back?" Because she just missed it. So.
All girls love a mustache,
So-
right? All right. Well, thank you, Aren, for talking to us. I hope you guys check out Vinyl Company online. Where can they find you?
VinyLCompany.com.
And Wilson's been repping it. I hope to get myself a shirt eventually, and I highly recommend that you guys follow him on Instagram because that's probably my favorite. I actually look for your posts. They're one of the things I look forward to.
Good.
So I would recommend ending them on Instagram. It's just Vinyl Company, right?
Yep, just Vinyl Company, at Vinyl Company.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. Check out Vinyl.